Absolutely delighted. Delighted for so many people. Obviously the chairman, and his dad, who have put a lot into the club over the last 30 years. The supporters who have had to endure a lot of heartache in semi-finals and never seen the club get to a major final. All the staff that work at the club. People like Paul Smith, who do tremendous work at the club, and of course my staff, who have been excellent and backed me all season, and last but not least the players, who deserve all the credit that's going to them for what was a magnificent performance. And we've got a final to look forward to, and what's been another great season for us.
It was brilliant. I remember thinking about it before the game. Obviously winning that. I didn't know what the reaction was going to be. I thought it would just be, games winning that. But at the end of the game, it was just total elation in that. Especially, I think coming from a goal behind, made it that wee bit more special. And that, but then we were just hanging on, praying for the full-time whistle really. But when it came, I just it was just some feeling. I think the fans' reaction, the players' reaction showed how much it meant to everyone. And obviously, I was just delighted to be through the final.
Well, I went home and watched the game, and when I seen me celebrating at the goal, it's get behind the settee job. I'll have to work on that for the final. But Murray Davison's, and my wife Anne, she was giving me unbelievable stick about it, and Murray Davison's already been at me this week and said we need to sort out your celebrations, but who cares? I don't what I look like or how I feel about it, as long as I'm celebrating the 17th. It means a lot to me, but the focus shouldn't be on me. It should be on the staff, Callum, Alec, all the rest of the staff. Ewan Peacock, who does our scouting and doesn't get mentioned, a terrible lot. And the players, I take great satisfaction out of seeing them deliver and seeing them achieve something that's created a little bit of history for the club.
It's one of the things the gaffer said before the game. It was if you get a chance to go out and make some history for yourself, and as a player, it's great. It's a wee thing to add to your legacy really, of playing football. And so I think it was with the support we've had this season as well. I thought the boys are really eager to pay back the fans for everything, and it'll be my personally first time going to a final as well. So it means a lot to everyone really.
We're going to have to play them sometime in the split. I think it's a good thing to get it out of the way. If we were to play them, say the last game the week before the final, I don't think would have been ideal for both clubs. And as I've said, we have to try and finish the season off, our league campaign off well. We want to finish up the table as high as we can. We owe it to the league and all the other teams, that are, Aberdeen and Motherwell fighting out for second place. Dundee United, I think they can get in that top three. I generally think that if we get a good run of results, we can still finish in the top four. But we've got to make sure that we refocus. It will be difficult. We're now in a position where other than probably Alec Clellan, that very few of us have experienced it. So we've got to make sure that we're right and focused for the league games.
Obviously, it was all about the semi-final for a while there, but now that's taken care of. We've still got to do well in the league, and we've still got an opportunity to climb a couple of places if we can do well in the last 5 games. A couple of games for Inverness really, if we manage to get a good few results in the last few games. It's good for everyone. We want to finish well in the league, and then we can take care of the final when it comes.
Lee Croft and Chris Luno. Right. What do you like in the dressing room?
I can tell you so they are. Great guys. Except him, man.
No, we're not putting it in. No. I'm only winding him up because he's just been trying to annoy us here doing the interview. But no, they're not mine. If they were, you'd be fined. No, Lee's doing well. Seriously, I mean, he's a great lad, and was so disappointed for him to miss the semi-final. But it was the right call. He wouldn't have been fit, and if we'd have started him, he would have probably made the injury a lot worse, and would have wasted a sub. So it'll be a wait and see. I don't think that I might be a bit more conservative with him, in terms of it's a hamstring injury. If it did go, it might rule him out for the final, and that's what we've got to maybe guard against between now and the end of the season. Whereas, it's sort of the reward of playing someone and the risk. If there was no cup final to look forward to, you can take a bit more of a risk with players in terms of injuries. But each game we want to put out the strongest team between now and the end of the season, and we hope to do that. And but it will be assessed by each game, and certainly until we can not move up the table, we'll be putting out the strongest team possible. Finally, I'd just like to thank the supporters. I think they've been magnificent all season. They made a lot of noise on Sunday, and I was delighted for them and for so many to make the trip down to Ibrox. And there probably was that little bit of apathy in terms of we've lost that many semi-finals, and the fact that we were playing Aberdeen again and we hadn't done so well against them. But I would encourage them to, and encourage the whole city of Perth to get behind us, the council, local businesses, schools. It's a great opportunity for us to put Perth on, and St Johnstone. I know the club are working hard to get as many people to the final, and encouraging many people to the final, and we've got to try and build on it. We've proved people wrong in getting to the final. People are seeming to think, St Johnstone only take 8,000 to the final. Let's prove them wrong. Let's take 15. Let's take as many as we can to the final, and make it a great occasion, and hopefully we can win the cup and make it an even better day.